Why exactly did Bungie drop the Dawning event yesterday? That's the exact question that we've been wondering, and we've been trying to investigate to get to the bottom of it. We have a video to review today. It comes from Bresci called Explaining the Destiny 1 Tower Update. If you don't know about what's happened, basically Destiny 1 hasn't had an update in 7 years, but for some bizarre reason yesterday, the Dawning event arrived, but it wasn't the actual original Dawning event. It's a weird, unique type of Dawning event that we've never actually seen in-game before. Let's jump right into this video and talk about it.
The tower in Destiny 1 seemingly got a random update today. Most of you might have assumed Bungie pushed the Dawning event live in the old game for fun, but there isn't anything else different with the game. No new quests or items in the inventories of the vendors. No SRL playlists active like normal for Destiny 1's winter events. The only change made seems to be decorations added to the tower. But why would Bungie decorate the tower for the Dawning on a random Sunday in 2025? Well, I hope to explain what's happened to the best of my knowledge. Pay close attention to the tower decorations here with the ghost-shaped lights, and the design on these banners. If we compare to what the Dawning's decorations look like in Destiny 1's first and only Dawning event, it's clear these are not the same.
Okay, so if that was Destiny 1's first and only Dawning event, that is much different. This is an entirely different event timeline. I mean, this could be something entirely new, or maybe it was something that was scrapped. We'll have to see what he says.
Same decorations. For the Rise of Iron Dawning, the tower had way more snow and no ghost-shaped decorations anywhere.
Yeah.
But if the decorations that randomly showed up in the tower aren't for the Dawning, what are they for? Back in January 2016, you may remember Bungie sending you this email. Players received a free emblem if they played any activity from January 7th to January 10th in 2016. Players took note of the Days of the Dawning name and searched the API database for new items referencing Dawning. Sure enough, there were some items added to the game in early December 2015 that referenced something called the Dawning. This is odd because there was no Dawning event with tower decorations in Taken King's year. Using a public tool I used to look into Tiger engine strings, I checked the April update version of Destiny 1 to see which tower instances existed at the time. And there
now we're looking into Tiger Engine's spaghetti code here. Let's see what he finds.
was one that wasn't associated with a tower instance we had got before. Using another tool that can rip models and maps out of Destiny, we can see what the decorations for this tower instance look like. And as you can see, our ghost decorations are there. Everything here lines up with the decorations that appeared randomly today.
That's a great find. This guy has really done his research well. That's definitely what it looks like inside the tower currently, and obviously much different than the one Dawning event that we had.
I believe these things are evidence that Bungie planned for there to be a Dawning event after Taken King. This Dawning was likely cut and replaced with the SRL themed event we got instead. In the back of this tower instance, we can see the lanterns as well.
Yeah.
To further prove that this tower instance is different to the one used for the Dawning in Rise of Iron, we can load up the tower instance named Chalice to see the decorations used for the Rise of Iron Dawning.
Okay, to compare the 3D models.
Obviously way different to the decorations we have in the tower right now.
Yeah.
So I've shown that the tower decorations that randomly showed up today are most likely part of this cut Taken King Dawning event, but that doesn't explain why they randomly showed up on a Sunday in 2025.
Yeah, what is the reasoning behind why on a Sunday? In the Dawning event isn't even meant to go live in January, so Sunday in 2025, what is the idea behind that?
Bungie usually makes these events live on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Also, Destiny 1 hasn't received any of the other timed events in the last 7 years. Iron Banner, Trials, Crimson Days, Festival of the Lost, all of these were never brought back once Destiny 2 released. This is very strange to randomly occur, but I have a theory why this may have happened. Remember the date on that email Bungie sent to us for the Days of the Dawning? The Tuesday that week was January 5th, 2016, and January 5th, 2025 is when the decorations randomly appeared.
No. So you're telling me that it was meant to go live January 5th, 2016, and a Bungie dev said, well, we're scrapping this, and they scheduled it. They're like, we'll just schedule it for like 10 years from now. No one will notice, or we'll remember before then to change the date or to unlist it, right? And instead they forgot, so it actually went live. That's a very interesting... That would be the exact blunder that I would expect Bungie to pull off.
My theory is that this Taken King Dawning event was meant to go live on January 5th, 2016, but when it was scrapped, a developer at Bungie scheduled the event to January 5th, 2025 as a temporary date so it wouldn't go live that year, and they planned on removing it later. Is that a reach? Yeah, probably, but it makes sense to me that this was scheduled long ago and forgotten about rather than someone pushing it live out of nowhere. Anyway, please head to the tower and enjoy the never-before-seen decorations before Bungie notices and removes them. And please let me know if you'd like me to make more content like this.
Yes, great
That's
video.
all for now. Thanks for sticking with me this far.
All right, so that is a pretty interesting theory from Bresci there as to why this random dawning event went live. I think that it kind of adds up and makes maybe a little bit more sense that it would be a blunder from Bungie rather than Bungie trying to hint at a Destiny 1 remastered. However, I still have hopeful thinking, wishful thinking that Bungie might actually go through and commit to a Destiny 1 remastered. I'm a big fan of that, only because that game would be like a box service game, like it would be a one and done type of thing. It would not be the continuation of a live service Destiny 1, because obviously that's not going to work. You know, you have Destiny 2 right now, you have the assets from Destiny 1 being soaked up into Destiny 2 and stuff like that. And so I think that the novelty of Destiny 1, though, the simplicity of its build crafting, the simplicity of its gameplay mechanics, something that a lot of original players really enjoy, that nostalgia. And I think that making a remastered version of Destiny 1, putting it on PC, and maybe changing around some of the systems, you know, maybe balancing out some of the, you know, mechanics or subclass, you know, fine-tuning things so that it would be a well-polished product, I think could be a really cool project for Bungie to tackle. And it's one that I think that myself and many others are very hopeful of happening one day in the future, because we love that Destiny 1 nostalgia. We miss what it was like to originally play the game, and it's what it was like to discover all the new things. And honestly, Destiny 1, even now today, I go back once every few months and I just hop in and I play a strike, or I hop in and I play an activity, or wander around a little bit, just because I do really miss it and I do really like that game quite a bit. So I think that anyone that played during Destiny 1's launch feels that similar sentiment, and we just want it so bad that we're kind of hoping that maybe Bungie is actually willing to go through the effort to do that, because that would be a W for them. I think that it could be a lucrative venture as well. I think a good amount of people would be interested in buying that. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you think that this was Bungie's blunder from all of the information that we just got from Bresci here? Or do you think that Bungie is cooking up something bigger and that Destiny 1 Remastered might actually be around the corner? That's a wrap on this video though. Make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.
I've never seen it. Standing bounty for intelligence.